Hello everyone, hope you can hear us. Anybody in chat, please give us a what's up so we can hear that you are there, and tell me that this is working. Yo, Eli. Eli's in there first. Thanks very much, Eli. I appreciate it. You can hear the microphone okay? It's sounding all right. It's going to be a bit open because we're trying to do this PC build today, which is going to be a bit fun. I'm joined by Graziella, my daughter, and her friends Micah and Daniel.
Hello.
Graziella, give us a hello.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, don't break the microphone, child. I don't know why, but ever since Graziella started playing computer games, she tries to break the microphone. Right, so today's operation is to upgrade this computer, which is my secondary machine. So we'll switch down so you can see this is the box down here. So we're going to be upgrading this machine from a i7 7700 processor. It's got a 4060 GPU in there. You'll see as well that it's quite a tidy little box. Not got a lot of space to it. We're going to run out of space today. That should be fun. Inside included in there, you'll see there's a little Elgato video capture card. We've got a little 240 rad AIO included in. And this is an old 7700, and we've got 32 gigs of RAM in there. We'll be upgrading it to a 12th gen i7 just trying to read what's on the box here. 12th gen i7 12700K on DDR5 RAM. That's Team Force Delta RAM. You can see that there. And obviously MSI 1700 LGA 1700 motherboard. That'll need to take the processor and obviously your DDR5 RAM. And that's going to go into a new case that we have just at the back here. Yeah, we're going to be teaching as we go along. So if you've got any questions, feel free to give us a shout. Let us know. I am not hearing my chatty maker ding, so my apologies for that. It might be that I have the audio too low or it's not feeding back properly. So apologies. Hopefully the music is not too loud because I can see there's some music going on, but we do not hear it. I'm not sure why. Turned up to full volume, so I'm not sure why it's not feeding back to us. Anyway, we're going to try this out. Let us know. Something's unclear or not good, just let me know and we can try and make some adjustments to that. This is a first attempt, so my apologies where there's some errors. Alrighty. Right. So first things first is going to be obviously stripping and cleaning, making sure that we have it all out. Grabbing tool bits. Obviously, as you'll see, there's a mat underneath here, a white table underneath, just a white plastic table underneath, which is in between my gaming setup. We'll show you on the roving camera just now. We have one set up to work with a cell phone, so we can go about. But always when you're working with anti-static stuff, this is supposed to be connected to something. We can connect it to the case. But my bottom line is always on an anesthetic mat. Touch the case first. That'll generally take any static that you've got built up in you and disperse it into the case. Obviously, the case protects the components, so that helps protect your computer. So we're going to start in the reverse fashion in terms of how you normally put together. So first bit we're going to take out will be our GPU. On this case, it's got a funny back end. We have to take off a back flap and then take out your GPU. Around my computer station, I have additional anti-static mats, so you'll see me put the components down onto the mat. That is not being recklessly placed. It is all anti-static mats, so just giving you some feedback and update there. As soon as you guys see any messages that pop up over here or here, just let me know and we can make sure we answer them. And we should be okay there. Yep. Excellent. All right, for those who don't know, there's a little clip inside the motherboard where my middle finger is on at the moment that you have to press down, and that must disengage for you to be able to release the GPU out of your computer. Okay. Yep, this is a graphic, your GPU stands for graphics process unit. Graphics processing unit. Don't do that. Fans, if you for those who don't know, if you ever have a air compressor and you want to try and clean out, hold your fan while you're trying to air compress the air out, get all the dust out. Spinning up the fans can actually distribute energy back into the circuitry, so it can create like a backfeed of energy, and that'll actually short circuit out your boards, your circuitry. Yeah. So you be careful. So don't spin the fans.
I won't spin the fans.
Bring the child near it and she just starts spinning. Spinning the fans. Alright, there's my little Elgato HD capture. That's what I've had in my PC for a little wee while, in the efforts of trying to get a dual PC stream setup. So this case is a little bit complicated because it's quite tiny and I'm using an air cooler in it, an AIO. It actually is quite tricky pulling the thing apart. So give me a moment while I go through this because it is a bit of fiddling to pull this out. I got too far. Screws back so you don't lose them.
Would that be smart?
It is smart. Good way to go. So I know we've only just started and we're just going through bits, but have you guys got any particular questions about computers that you've been curious about? Like, what have you ever thought of a computer, or bits that go into it? What do the different things mean or anything like that? No? Yeah. You know what the different, I'm not getting this wrong way around. You know what the different componentry are in a computer?
I don't know how a computer is not good at practice. My job's in line matters.
So your main bits within a computer, your GPU, your CPU, which is your central processing unit, which is just a small little chip. So although this is a big box, the whole thing is just that little thing. That's what the power of the computer is, essentially, is the CPU. So, sorry?
You said that it's the power, so it's like a battery.
The power of the workhorse.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So not the power supply. Yeah. So there's a different unit, which is the power supply unit. That's your PSU, otherwise known as. And the power supply unit is what supplies the actual power into the computer. And that requirement is determined by a number of factors of what you have in your machine. So for example, that little graphics card, that only needs like a 500 watt power supply. But the bigger graphics cards like a 4080, they actually require a much bigger power supply, normally about 850 watts or larger. So those will need more. Ella, can I ask you to dash down to mom and daddy's bathroom and get a bunch of those little cotton puff things.
Awesome.
Yeah, because we're going to need not the earbuds. So you can bring 1 or 2 earbuds that'll also be useful, but the little cotton puff things, you know, the little pads. Yeah, those are what we're going to use to clean the cement off the CPU, which you'll see in a moment. Well, it's a conductive liquid. Ooh, that's a good question. Ah, that's it there. Basically, what that does is it sticks between the cooler and the CPU, so it'll make a lot more sense when we put it together. Coming apart, you'll see it's a lot of mess that you just have to do a lot of cleaning on. So we need this guy out, and we need to release. This is a bit tricky on the small case, taking it apart. Lots of little bits that we have to pull out as we start removing and taking it apart. And as you can see, I've got some wicked cable management going on there. Really good stuff, yeah?
I don't know what. Also, my chain just broke. It's smithereens.
Smithereens?
Oh, chain. Oh, John.
Yeah, that is fun.
So this is one of the nightmares of computer building, is the wires. It is an absolute nightmare. And you get different types of fans that can make it a lot easier by being a lot more independent, so to say. We don't need you off there. We don't need you off there. Make it remove.
Oh.
So quickly just checking for bloody hot. Is it just me or was it hot in the room?
Just you.
No, I think it's quite. Maybe it's just because I'm wearing a switch.
Yeah, you are.
If you just get me sitting the tape off.
Crazy wearing switcher. Oh,
Yeah.
I say when I slept on a hoodie last night.
No. Right, so I was originally thinking this would just be real quick and simple and easy. It might not be.
It's a computer. Why would it be easy and simple?
Why would it indeed?
I remember the one time I broke my graphics card.
An abacus is the kind of computer.
Yes.
That's pretty simple.
Yeah. It just
It is more of a
broke.
sign.
I don't know. Do you remember why it broke?
Your graphics card?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an older GPU.
Did you just now put any glasses? No.
No, these are the ones. Yeah. Yeah. Good observation skills. There's lots of them yet. Good observation skills.
Sorry, I just can't notice.
Where's those cotton buds? You brought the whole thing.
Yes, because I'm not actually
No worries.
here. But there's some things in here.
Oh, hat drop.
Bye.
Right. Okay, so we've got all the fan cables loose. So now we can go on to the next bit, which is taking this off. Where's the screwdriver now? Underneath here. Oh. Rent into the screwdriver.
Do not lose little screwdrivers. Screwdrivers, screws.
Huh?
Do not
Or
lose little
screws.
screwdrivers either. They're very adorable and tiny.
Right. I just realized I'm gonna need to get some brackets. And I don't know where the bracket is. That's gonna be fun.
Very.
there may be a brief intermission while we go into a search for the brackets. I know I have them somewhere.
You're welcome. Very helpful.
Right, one of the things never ever to do is just yank off your cooler from the CPU.
Thought the stream froze for a second
Why?
because you were so still, and I was like, did it freeze?
That won't freeze. But this one is yoked down. Oh, I got it. So that's the stuff underneath.
Wow.
And we've got to try and make sure that that does not come off on everything else. That's going to be it. This else. Right. Thank you, Christiana.
You're welcome. I'm the music pro.
Okay. Do you want to grab one of those little? No, not that.
This.
Yeah, definitely. Before you start, actually, can you get one of the little pet bags so we can chuck all the messy bits into it? No, just one bag. We just need one bag. Right. So, and you can see in there, that's where the CPU was underneath. Okay. This little bit here, this is a little hard drive. So it's what they call an NVMe SSD hard drive. You get multiple different types of hard drives, but that one just plugs straight into the motherboard, which is quite handy. It makes it a lot quicker.
So what does that do?
That stores all your saved information.
Okay.
So, you know, if you type a Word document on a computer,
Yeah.
that's saved onto that there. Excellent, come on through, Ella. You can clean that off if you want.
I thought the Word documents were saved on cloud.
What
So just use that as a little packet.
am I using to clean off with?
So initially just wipe off.
Okay.
Yep, so you need to try and get that off. So the reason why you use cotton, is a little cotton bud thing like this, or a cotton pad, is it's obviously quite sensitive to any harsh stuff. So you want to try and get that cement or the conductive stuff off. I actually can't remember its actual name.
Oh, I just ripped a bunch off. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so you want to go nice and slowly, just clean, yeah. A bit in there.
Thank you.
And try not to get it on your fingers because it gets real mucky on the hands. It does stain your hand quite a bit.
I want to lick
Obviously, a
this
little bit of
bit.
wash, a bit of a wash will be a good. Don't lick it; it's not good for you.
Screw it.
Don't wipe with the same spot over and over. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and then to make it a little easier,
A little.
now that you've got the majority of it off, grab one more. Now you're gonna feel it get nice and dry. Okay, so this is contact cleaner. So now use that on there. Alcohol.
Scrummy.
Alcohol.
Oh, sorry.
It's nice and clean.
Oh, it's making a
There we go. Yeah.
So,
You need to clean it, no, you're not trying to grind it. You're wiping it clean.
clean.
Yeah. A little bit of grinding going on there. Right, so we've got one more cable just stuck in here, so we'll get that out. That should be our AIO, so all in one. Water cooler, so it's a little radiator with fans on it. Fascinating, eh? Indeed, I think so too. Right, so the only other thing that we're needing out of here is the NVMe drive, so we need to take that out because that's hard drive. And for that, I need a different bit. Wait. Oh, go. Alright. I still know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Alright, so tiny little screw. You definitely don't want to lose that one.
That's
And there's our NVMe little hard drive. That's it, eh? Wafer thin. That is a terabyte. So
a lot.
yeah. Okay, so we shouldn't need that screw. There should be one included with the motherboard box. Now I do want to include bag. What's that? Right. I don't know what you're doing, but take your class. Thank you. All right. For now, that is everything there except for this. So this is just removing the rest of the fans out of the case.
I put these up.
You put the posters up.
Yes, my collage wall was made by Grisilla.
I have not put them all up.
No, she ran out of steam on the job.
It's because I got distracted. We were gonna have dinner. I was like, oh, I'm hungry.
Hunger comes before completing a job.
Yes, exactly. Also, the other posters are too big to go across, which made me angry. I didn't do like over there.
Ah, okay.
Or I get to cut the posters, or I put them here.
Not a lot of space there.
Oh, soil.
Oh. You can't see a plant and it's useful.
You could for a plant.
You could. So I take it the fans are meant to cool down all of the equipment so it doesn't overheat.
Yeah, creates air circulation through the computer. So one of the key things with any computer is to always make sure that you have sufficient air circulation going through the machine to keep the components cool. So you'll see in that machine there, that's what's busy running the stream at the moment. We got 3 fans at the bottom bringing air in. There's 6 fans down the side there bringing air into it, and 3 fans on the top bringing air out. Yep. Because that one's quite a lot. The GPU is not being worked very hard because you can see the fans are not running at all. So the GPU is doing hardly any work at all at this stage. So it's just sitting there chilling out. Because it's saying this is a holiday. Thank you very much.
Can I have some of the water, please?
I'd love you to fill it with water. Thank you.
Have some.
Yeah.
What is it? Bob?
No. Alcohol to take off old paste. Never mind, lol. Yeah, no, we do have that. Yeah, old alcohol, yeah. Oh, Skip. Careful. Sorry, noises coming from the rest of the house. Thinking Grisilla hasn't broken anything. Alright, I'm going to put those fans just there for now. I'm not sure how many we're going to use. The case that we are going to be going into does have some fans with it. And we will need some extra still. But for now, we'll need you. And we need you. And this should be
Another word for bottle, so it's just agua. I've got Portuguese for water. Water.
right. And as you can see, that is a lot tidier than I had it just now.
Damn.
Alright, so there's other videos that you see on YouTube with people doing PC builds. They have a lot better setup than I do. Right, we'll put that under there. Right, little screws.
Oh, cool. Order.
Put it over here.
It's a case.
Yeah,
We need more just now. All right.
Heavy.
That's right, heavy.
Heavy for me, because
Super light. Okay,
muscles have none.
go. It's considerably larger than the other one, yes. And
It's just like smaller.
the other one is a small case. Yeah. Okay. Supplied extra bits. So first bit I'm going to check. Let's see what we got in here. So we got some Velcro bits to tie up, a couple of zip ties to tie up cables and do cable management, keep it nice and tidy. A useful little booklet of information. This is an RGB splitter. Be able to split the RGB
I can't
cables
see.
for the fans. Okay. Hang on a second. Ooh.
Can I peel it off?
How does the glass come off?
I want to peel the plastic off. Please, 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 please.
No. Don't do it yet, please, at all. Why don't I want you to take it off yet, Ella?
Because in case of the glass broke.
No.
No?
Reduce the number of fingerprints while we're still working on it. That's a fair enough thing, hey?
That makes sense, yeah.
Okay, so I don't see how this. It just popped off. Damn. Interesting.
Plastic window.
Yes, that's for the little LCD clock now.
Oh,
So the reasons why I decided to go into this case as opposed to the other one, the reasons for it is the other case is going to get sold off with some of the older componentry. So we're making up another computer that I'll then sell off. This one obviously will then become the primary secondary machine. What is this? This looks like it's a GPU support built into the case. Yeah, it's interesting. Grommets.
grommet?
Yeah, the cable grommets for you to be able to put the cables through.
Oh, those-
No.
oh,
Okay. All right. In here we have a number of screws, and those for the fans to go through radiators. That is very interesting. Oh no, these are also. These look like CPU screws. Go through CPU holders. LJ 1700.
did put that down like a reasonable person. It just fell.
One of the key things that I'm not seeing here, which obviously raises a little bit of concern, maybe that's it, is the standoff. No, we've got some standoffs included already. Okay, so when you're installing a motherboard into a computer, you can see these little screws here.
Yeah.
Those are your standoffs. Those are the things that that go into the case to hold the motherboard off the case.
Okay.
And the little screws go into it. So we've got a whole bunch of screws here. Don't know what those little round ones are for though. That's interesting. New stuff.
You see my ears moving. You wait, what's in my face?
Sorry, Graciela, there's your face.
Okay. Door. Ow. Hand. Oh, don't come up. I remember one of my friends like spraying their 2 fingers playing volleyball, and then the next day they tried to click the fingers because they forgot they heard it, and they were in so much pain.
Why are you laughing?
Because it's funny.
All right, so I'm just going to read through our little manual here quickly to see what it says. Geez, this writing is tiny.
I'm gonna read it. So I got young eyes. I'm the only one who doesn't need glasses here.
What does it say about G?
G GPU bracket.
GPU bracket. I was right. Okay. What is that?
What is what?
It says it's an SSD screw. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, compartment fan screw. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's a power compartment fan screw. All right. Good job. All right. So a lot of it, as I said to you before, was puzzle piece, right? We're gonna put this guy down here. Yeah. Putting bits into the motherboard. Okay, so first, let's open the box. There is our motherboard. It's got a AIO. There's our ones called bananas. That can all go in there. That stays in there. Called beans. We'll close this down. Motherboard we're using, obviously, as you guys can see there, MSI Pro V760M, and it's got Wi-Fi built into it as well. That's just handy as a backup. To me, not a main function or necessary, because we have network cable connection right here for Ethernet. Sorry?
I have Wi-Fi in the...
So they have Wi-Fi built in, and you plug the cables into the motherboard. So this is your input output ports over here. Okay. So you can see the Wi-Fi cables that would be plugged into that.
It's like a little city.
It is.
Industrial city.
Yep, and you can see all the little traffic lines. So if you have a look underneath here, you can see all the traffic lines running across. Some of it's a little bit covered, but you can still see some of the lines running along, communicating all the sections.
That seems complicated.
Imagine having to build and program that.
Imagine. Right, so again, touching a PC case, touching our stuff before we start working. We're going into the motherboard here to put in the CPU chip. When you're putting in your Intel CPUs, you're obviously putting it in, and you'll find that most of the times there is a puzzle to it, for want of a better word. I don't know if you guys can see that. Don't know how clear that is for you guys, but when you're trying to put your CPU chip in, it can only go one way. So you'll see this has gone flush in there, but if we try and turn it around, because there's no pins, we can do this. If there was pins, I wouldn't be doing this. If I go and I put this way around, you'll actually see that there's little keys on the edge here, and it's not actually lining up, so it won't go in. This side's managed to sort of slot in, but it's not actually gone into the keys, so it won't fit in at all. So we now know that that is definitely the wrong way around. So let's put it in the right way around. Boom. And you can see how it sits nice and flush, fits it in there nicely. You can see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it literally is puzzle piece. You're putting in the pieces of the puzzle as you go along. This needs to be gently placed down. That goes on top. And that piece of plastic, as you heard, it pops out with the compression of it going all together. And there we go. Our CPU processor is now installed. Easy. That was it. That's the difficult part of that. Now, when it comes to dual channel RAM, you got to make sure that you're using the correct channels. These ones don't work. There's only one side. Some motherboards, both of these clips will go down. Some motherboards like this one, they're obviously saving on costs, so they're only making one side go down. Now, this is DDR5 RAM RGB, so it's got a nice bit of color spectrum to it that can make it look pretty, give it a little bit of lights. You either have it going as the rainbow, or you can have it going as a consistent color. As you can see, my colors go through a transformation. All right, and the RAM, in terms of fitting in, you'll see that in the middle of the RAM, more or less in the middle, there's a little key there. Can you see the hole?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And if you look at the slot that it's going into, you'll see that it must slide in this side here and line up with that hole. If it's not lining up, it won't go in. Okay. So if I try and put this in the wrong way, you'll see that it's not quite a center, which means that you can't put the RAM in the wrong way. You can see how it's not lining up.
Yeah.
So although it looks like it's in the middle, it's actually not. Okay. Slot in there, and press down. It's not sliding down nicely. And you heard it clicking?
Yeah.
Click on both sides. And you also see that if you're looking at it at a lower level, it's it fits all the way in. So what I would personally do if I was you and you wanted to try and build your own machine is I would go and purchase a off-lease machine, an old computer,
Yeah.
and fiddle with that, putting it together.
Okay.
Because if you damage it, it's not expensive parts.
Yeah. So
It's the only reason why you're
to start off.
the only reason why you're not getting to experiment putting pieces in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the only thing that I'm doing now is I'm pretty sure I've got it in the right RAM slots, but I'm just going to double check the specifications here. If it'll, that won't tell me. I need the motherboard manual. I just want to double check I got it in the, that should be the A2 and B2 slots. Just want to double check that I have got it the right way around. Got a quick installation guide. That was telling us about putting in the RAM,
Yeah.
putting in the CPU. There's the RAM and it's in Chinese. That is wicked.
Oh, love me some Chinese.
I haven't decided.
To cover everyone's different language choice.
It's even Japanese.
Yeah.
I can read that.
What does it say?
You know, I don't know how to read that anymore.
Nice. Excellent. I'm glad we paid for that education. All right. So we've got our RAM in, we've got our CPU in. Normally we'd go and put the little transformer in gled stuff there, but we're holding off on that because I know that I need the pieces that will fit in to hold that CPU thing above it, the cooler. So I need a different bracket that goes on here that connects to the motherboard, and I just need to quickly get that. So we need to do a quick pause while we're doing that. I'm just trying to figure out where the componentry. That's not in here. That's not it there. Now you're going to see all my stash of all sorts of bits and pieces. That's
Hold on. You know what that's from? You
Sorry?
Donut Homer.
yeah. I pop.
Gay train. I think it's random. I saw you in Donut Homer. Extra special deals day.
Thank you for that extra special deal.
Oh, he just-
The joke in this show is that this cat that can talk sells to this water blob a donut holder, which he can turn anything into a donut.
What's the show? Oh,
Infinity Train. It's actually really good.
how did it go?
4 seasons. It's not available anywhere except on movies.
I've entered 65.
Ah, that
Alright.
ah.
Stuff that does pretty common. Sit down.
It's famous.
Oh,
We can do stuff.
All right, darn it. I gotta try and remember where the componentry is. It might be in this motherboard box here. Oh, what?
128 bytes.
Yeah. Oh, please don't lose it. I have to take it back to them. Right, I'm trying to find the other box. Should have those pieces in. So give us a quick second while we find that. Thank you.
1, 0.
That's not funny.
Everything's fine. Nothing's broken. Something's broken. It's just made up.
No, maybe you can put stuff in it.
Japanese.
Awesome. Fearless.
I think that's it.
Take a. I forgot that one. What's that? Boo? I think it's boo.
I mean,
Take a. Something. Oh, that's a version. That's a good one. Oh. That's more. I can read bits and
Right.
pieces.
I've got quite a bit of tidying up to do later. Fun days. All right. I'm just going to quickly do a double check. You guys won't be able to see what I'm doing. I'm just going on the web to double check the cool printer that I am using.
5,000 symbols in Japanese. Was it 500? I think of something else.
There is that's for kanji. For katakana and hiragana, there is about 100, I think.
Okay, so something's
Infinite mirror.
Hebrew only had something like quite a few less.
Yep. A, E, A, O, U, Ka, Ke, Ko, Ku, Sa, Shi, Se, So, Su.
Anybody who knows their Japanese, just let me know if Griselda's getting it wrong.
E, A, O, U.
If the consonants have the vowels built into them, why have the vowels separate?
Or for something like Okasan, because you would go O, Ka,
Oh,
San.
okay.
S-A.
So for the option of putting in two back-to-back vowels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okasan's mother. Formal. If you not speaking formally to your mother, you just call her haha. Literally just haha. If you wanted to say
I had to laugh.
your mother has if your mother is 40, you say Okasan wa that's it good. What's 40? Oh, Yeonju side is my mother was 40. I can count all the way up to 99, but I don't know 100.
They usually have a special word for 100.
Yeah, 100, 1,000, a million, all different words.
Hebrews make that or something like that.
And I don't know it. My Japanese teacher told me it, but I was like, I'm not listening to that. No, I probably wrote it down somewhere. Do I still have that book? Probably not. No, just cut out a bunch of drawings from it. That was fun. At the end of every year, I like to cut out all the drawings out of my books that I really like.
The drawings out of your book.
Yeah. I draw a lot in my books.
Oh,
I get in trouble for it, except with my math teacher. On the first day, I was drawing it in my math book, and he was like, "This is math, not art," and he told me off. But then, halfway through the year, I started drawing at the back of my book, and he saw me. He was like,
can't be bothered to tell.
And he was whatever.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. So I just need to double check now that this is the right thing. Show you guys what I'm busy looking at.
You spent like most of the year talking about basketball. You didn't teach us, but you talked mostly about basketball.
Your math teacher.
Yeah. The boys would like start talking about basketball, and then my teacher would like join in, and it would be like 45 minutes worth of talking. It would be last 15 minutes. He'd be like, all right, we're gonna pretend like we did work, and we're just gonna continue chatting.
I don't think you would consider that a good teacher.
I did teach. I learned a lot from him, but that's about it.
All right, so what we're trying to double check is that we have got the right bracketry for the LJ1700 processor. So it should tell us here. LGA 1200, LGA. Ooh.
I'm dying
That is not the right thing.
of air.
Where is the right thing?
Normally people just tell me to die quieter.
That's
Oh dear,
He said to me and my mum.
I don't have the componentry. I know I've got it somewhere around. I'm just trying to remember where I put it.
You try to find?
I'm trying to find that thing. This thing here with the little black things.
That was attached to that thing.
Say what?
That thing.
the same one.
At the bottom of it.
That's in the motherboard right now? I don't think so.
Shiny.
No. So on the fan on this bit itself. That's a good point.
Exact same.
Yeah, no, so you'll see slightly different shape here.
Oh yeah.
So those are a different shape to the one that's on here at the moment. Do you see the error?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So that's what I'm just busy trying to sort out now. This is the Intel. Oh. Maybe it's that bit that's already on there.
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse you. Please don't do that.
Oh, it was my necklace.
So the LGA 1700 would just get pushed out, that's all. Okay, fair enough. Maybe it's in this case already. Alright, so back on here. So this is when you have it well organized and you don't have to actually pull something out of an old machine.
Why are you organized?
Why be organized when you can wing it?
Hell yeah.
There we go, there's our LGA 1700 bits right there.
Oh, that's what.
Oh, that's his something else. The LJ 1700s are a different height. All right, we might need to take an intermission and come back to you guys because I don't think I have the right size ones here. We might need to do that indeed. Take an intermission.
I'll put this on the roll.
Yeah. What is it? It's the same kind of. I know the LG 1700 ones, I've seen them, they've got that grooves on them. That is not the one. But that is our plastic components at the back there. We can push that through. That's fine.
See?
Yeah, so that's the bit. But
Is that what you were looking for?
So I need this, which will go in under the other one. So that's got to go under the motherboard. Okay, so that one will fit there because that's the LJ 1700. But what won't fit is this here. What? Oh, that's what I'm sure of is the spaces. So this little plastic bit here. Okay, so if you have a look at this instructions on the website, you'll see that the 1700s has this grooves on it, and it'll say 1700 on it. This one doesn't say 1700 on it. It'll say 11.5. That's because it's a different one. That's this one here. 11.5x. That's it there. This is a different size in terms of its height, just fractionally to the LJ 1700. So I need to find those.
That one also has ridges.
Those ridges, yep. I know I do have them. I know I've packed it away somewhere. It's just a case of finding it. But for me to do that, I have to pull my whole table out and look through the boxes. So for you guys out there, I wanted that help. Elon, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm going to need to put a pause, unfortunately. Yeah, if I can locate it, then we'll be back and we'll carry on. If I can't, then I'll have to make a finishing video of it and catch you guys later. Thank you everyone for jumping in and for being here, giving us a couple comments. It's been fantastic. And we'll catch you a little later. All right. Thank you. Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
All right, my bad on that.